for Danny. Questions? John Corrales.
Hey, Danny, I'm sorry these circumstances. When you were playing for KC, I know you said you struggled at first. What did he do for you to kind of help you get back on track when you were first struggling?
So first of all, Merry Christmas to everybody. And this is a sad day for the Jones family, and all of our prayers are with them. And I did talk to Kip Jones earlier on the way into the arena today, Casey's son. So I'm not sure what story you're referring to. I think under Bill Fitch, I did struggle early in my career, but Casey was a great coach to play for. He was a class act, and everybody knew that. And yet he had this competitive edge that was fierce. And so you wanted to do all you could to please Casey as a coach, but he had this gentleness and kindness that, at the right time, he knew what to say, but was a great leader of men. And, the 4 years, we went to the 4 years in a row into the finals with KC and won the championship twice. And he was a joy to be around, not just in winning, but like I said, a class act and a guy that was a pleasure to be around. And I looked at him as a mentor and a friend and much more than a coach.
Gary Washburn.
Danny, is the fact that Casey was so kind of, his demeanor was quiet, he allowed his players to take the credit for the success, is that why he probably didn't get the full appreciation for his impact on not only the Celtics, but the NBA that he deserved?
I think that's part of it. I think Casey's humility and, he allowed his assistant coaches to do a lot of work also. In those days, Jimmy Rogers did a lot of our game prep, and even called plays sometimes during timeouts and then into games and so forth. But Casey was clearly the leader of our team. And I think he was I think that people are always looking for the people that are seeking that attention and in front of the cameras. And Casey was one that he actually was fine with everybody else getting the attention and not much focused on him.
Mark Murphy.
Hey, Danny. When you consider all the great players that were on those teams he coached, I mean, it does take a certain finesse for a coach to coach people like that. What was his gift that way?
I think his gift was there was a genuineness to him, a sincerity there was no phoniness and no, like he wasn't seeking that attention. He really wanted the attention on the players. We all knew that he cared deeply about us as people, cared about the Celtics and the traditions but he really didn't seek that attention. And I think that the players appreciated that in him, but he also stood up to some pretty strong personalities. We had some moments in our 4 years with KC where, he gave a challenge and he stood up toe to toe with some of the stars on our team. And I think that, he always had that respect because of that. And he didn't have to do it very often, and he didn't do it very often, but when it was time to take a stand, Casey would go toe to toe with even the Hall of Fame players on our team.
Final question, Adam Himmelsbach.
Danny, Brad mentioned a little bit ago that you were in his office telling stories and kind of sharing your favorite memories. Are there any, like a story that sticks out to you when you think back at Casey, whether, from a game itself or just an interaction the two of you had that stuck with you over the years?
Oh boy, there was many, Adam. I could go on all day telling lots of stories, but there's some funny stories. I choose to celebrate KC today. I know he's been in a rough place the last few years, and he's in a better place today. And but yeah, I have all happy thoughts of KC and my time with him. And one of my favorite stories I've told before, and we all have different versions of this, but as I remember, we were in New Jersey for a game since we're playing Brooklyn tonight, and he was standing by the wall while Jimmy Rogers was drawing all the plays and the scouting report up on the chalkboard, and Larry was down underneath the table tying Casey's shoestrings together. And after the chalkboard was done, Casey, stumbled out into the middle of the floor, and he just received it so well. I mean, he just took it fun and how it was intended. He didn't get mad or angry, and the whole team laughed, and we went out and played the game. But he was just a real guy, and he knew what to say. He had been through it all as a player and as a coach. As playing on a team that had high expectations, and so that's what we were in his 4 years of coaching. We were in the finals every year, and anyway, he did a fantastic job of coaching. But more than that, he was, like I said, he was a friend and a mentor, and really cared deeply about us as people.
All right, we'll wrap it up right there. Thank you very much, Danny.
All right, thanks, guys.